Hello, beautiful human. Welcome back to Bedtime Business, where we talk about business and entrepreneurial things as I get ready to go to bed. Yes. Okay, guys. Wait a minute. We're going to debunk that because today we're not going to get ready to go to bed. Today we're kind of getting ready to get our day started because situations have changed. So remember how I told you guys that I've been really busy. It's been really hard to film and all that stuff. So now Jennifer got, a Christmas present from Santa than most of the people in the world at this point, I feel like, got the same present. So I got all the COVID symptoms, but let's not go there today because today we're going to stay on good vibes, being good vibes, and that's why I'm not going to talk about that today. Let's get started, okay? Let's get into it. We're coming towards the end of the year, and usually toward the end of the year for me is a little bit brutal. It can either be extremely positive or it can be quite to negativity, and that's because I am somebody that loves plans and loves thinking about goals and achieving goals and doing all the stuff that you're supposed to do. And I have not been in a space where I can talk about the fact that I have not reached my goals. But last week I had to write a blog post, which should be live now, about ending the year on a good note. And I absolutely believe that I pushed myself to write this blog post because I needed to hear it, okay? I needed to read it. And I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only one that needs to hear it. I'm not the only one that needs to talk about this. And so, what better way than do a video about it? So you can check the blog post, and there I talk about different ways that we can, see our ear. Yeah, English is not easy these days. Talk about how we could end our year on a good note. Okay, one of the revelations that came out of that blog post was that maybe we should be writing thank you notes to ourselves. I don't know if you guys ever wrote a thank you note. I had to write thank you notes in college as part of one of our courses on professionalism. And basically, you write people a thank you note about whatever they helped you with, or even if they were just good people towards you. Like, you just write a thank you for being you, or thank you for the great classes and the great lectures that you gave, and thank you for the book that you wrote. This was amazing, or something like that. Okay. And so I believe that we need to start writing ourselves a thank you note at the end of each year. And today I'm going to read to you guys the thank you note I wrote for myself. Not completely read it, kind of just talk about the things that I'm thanking myself for. Yeah, let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. Guys, this year I really got tested. I got tested time and time again in different areas of my life about walking the walk. I kept telling myself that I was good enough. I kept telling myself that I would be cool, doing anything, just as long as I got money. And God was like, girl, okay, show me that you are going to hustle. And that's exactly what I did. I hustled. And I think one of the biggest lessons I learned this year was to not take anything for granted. Oh my goodness. I do not take $1 for granted anymore. I can't. You know how hard people work for like $15 or $7 an hour or even $1 an hour in some places? Shoot, $1 is a lot of money. €1, even more. Let's not talk about pounds or Swiss francs or anything like that, because we're gonna get even deeper. But just walking the walk. Thank you. I really thank myself for that, for having the emotional strength to push myself out of a hole and actually do what it takes to make myself more independent. The most important thing is actually doing the work towards getting to your goal. So doing the work for the things that you envisioned. And I think, that's one of the things that I have to thank myself for. It really is the actual motion of putting in the work. I think that one of the things about me is how I can move from project to project, from idea to idea very quickly. And this year, and not even just this year, for the past 2 years now, I have really been focusing on getting Pink Kiwi to work. And even though like a lot of things have not gone the way that I wanted it to go, I believe that the more I focus on Pink Kiwi and I focus on getting it, where I want it to be, I get so much closer to what Pink Kiwi is supposed to be, And I guess that's the business portion of this video. I think that a lot of times, just like in our personal life, in our professional and financial life, we have these goals that are really hard to attain, and we get met with real life. We get met with the market. We get met with the whole crisis that's going on all over the world, the inflation and everything. And the important part of this whole process is being able to accept the differences, accept the changes in what has been going on, and accept the changes, adapt to the changes, understand that your idea can come in many forms, your solution can be offered in many forms, and you have so much space to explore. And that's it. And that's where perseverance comes into. And I think that I really have been surprising myself on how dedicated I am to this specific part of my life. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I wish it was different, but I am taking the time to really love this process and really understand where everything is going. I want to thank my body. This body this year. I am saying this right now, guys. This year, my body went through it. It went through it. It really was my body was really saying body yada 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 yada. It was really saying that. It was like, pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. Like, what are you doing, girl? Pay attention to me. And so I definitely had to do that. I had to pay attention to my body. It really bounced back on every single thing that it was thrown against it. This year I recovered from a foot injury. I went to what is it called? I went through physical therapy for that, which was fun. Homegirl had to learn how to walk, which is okay. Guys, this year I got a surgery to remove a lipoma when it ended up being 2, and I'm here. Yeah, the surgery was here, and I'm here, and I can move my arm. I got COVID now, but any day now I won't have COVID. You know what I mean? Like, all of these symptoms that I'm feeling, I know that my body can do it because I've gone through a lot already. And I think also another thing was the fact that apart from my body having to take all these blows and bouncing back, my mental health took how do I explain this? My mental health went to shit. Definitely had to go back to therapy. They definitely got me on some meds, but I'm not taking any of the meds anymore because I'm not saying that people shouldn't be taking the meds that they're supposed to when they're going through their mental health stuff. They should. But I just personally do not feel like they actually help me in a way. I found different ways to take care of myself and remind myself that my mental health is important. Which for me it works more on the emotional side. Like I don't think that personally, okay, please do not run with my words. Like, I'm not famous enough on YouTube, I'm not famous enough anywhere, so I shouldn't actually even feel some type of way about saying this, but I just think that like this type of meds are not for everybody. And personally, I think that I do better when I have a routine, and I do much better when I take accountability for the things that I have done wrong, or hold myself accountable for the things that I told myself that I was going to do. Somebody called me, but what I was saying is this. Actually understanding that, things are not always what you want, and having the flexibility and the adaptability to just, pivot, always pivoting, always looking for a solution, finding your solution, instead of being, oh my god, my life sucks. Actually being like, oh my god, my life sucks. I need to fucking fix it right now. I need to fix it today. I need to fix it right now. Yeah. One thing I learned this year is that being the boss diva is literally about that. It's about being a boss no matter what situation you put yourself into. Being a boss no matter what situation you're in, and taking ownership of your life, taking ownership of your progress, taking ownership of your routine, taking ownership of everything. one of the things that I really learned this year was about not doing things to fit in. Like, I think it's very important for us to understand that living our own truth is a skill. And broadcasting our truth is a skill. Not molding yourself for social media, it's a skill. If you're still over here, like, yo, all these stuff on social media is fake, one thing that you can be sure about is the fact that you are living your truth. Living your truth is much more important than being popular. If you get what I'm saying, I feel like I talk about this topic a lot, but at the end of the day, it's just it makes me mad. It makes me pissed. It makes me so mad that there's so many people out there are following influencers and following celebrities and thinking that things should be one way when the reality is things don't have to be any specific way. You just have to live your life, and that's it. And that's it. It's been really hard to keep being positive, especially understanding that we thought we were going to be done with this whole pandemic stuff, and we're not. But in the midst of it all, it's very important for us to remember that all of these things are going on, and you're still standing, and you're still eating, and you're still getting your stuff done, and you're still doing what you need to do to reach your goals or to be whoever you want to be. And that's the most important part of it all. We're not letting everything dictate how well we're doing. We are being able to do well because we're reminding ourselves there's so much more going on, and that we are really just bossing up and fighting for whatever we want. And yeah, that's it. But yeah, I hope you guys have a happy new year. We might do another video about goals soon. Definitely doing one about finding a job. I don't even know if I talked to you guys about this in the last video, but that video is really taking a whole lot of time for me to write about because I'm reading and I'm researching a whole lot about that stuff, and I'm also experiencing the experience of finding a job. But yeah, thank you so much. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Turn the lights off.